to send himself into a round of 16. And it feels like we're seeing a bit of a different Nicolas today.
Now, you know what? That is a masterclass of a performance from Nicolas. Honestly, this could potentially have been, if someone told me this would have been the final before the tournament began, I wouldn't have been surprised. So the fact that it's this early in the knockout stage just shows the level.
Well, in case you missed the league phase yesterday of this year's ECL, as Nicolas looks to sting the hands of people in the first 2 minutes. There were 36 players originally in this competition. Only 24 made it through. You saw the shock exit of Tex there yesterday. In his defeat against Bradley, it was enough to send Resende through to this round. Here's Fouma now, a David Ginola red time shot. Puts that one wide. But what you can see on the left-hand side here, hold on, I'm trying to explain the format of this competition, but every time I try, a goal's gone in. Danny Pitbull leads Neat by a goal to nil, but that wasn't the only goal, Richard.
No, it certainly wasn't. Neat coming straight back. Danny Pitbull quite open at the back there. Laurent Blanc nowhere near him. Henry with the finish, and it's 1-1 in the opening 6 minutes. You're talking about the left-hand side of your screen there. Neat versus Danny Pitbull. The winner of that game, they play Emre Yilmaz, and that's going to continue throughout. Levy Finn and Resende. The winner of that, Alihan Lyon. You get the picture.
That's nice. Oh, good save.
Yeah, especially as well, a player like Jaden Groden. We'll speak more about him later, Ryan, but what a tournament he's had. I mean, the more of the story for Nicolas, day one, won 3 out of 3, 9 points. Yesterday, 1 point from 9. He should have never have been in this position of having to play the extra game.
I agree with you, and I feel like that's where in my opinion, it did go off. The disappointment from Nicolas will stem from that. Based on day one, you would have expected for his standards, worst case, coming away with 1 win.
Absolutely.
No wins, 1 point from a possible 9 is incredibly disappointing from Nicolas.
Have to remember as well, straight knockout this. There's no second chances, no double elimination bracket. You lose, you're out the eChampions League, and that is it for this season. What's going over here with Neat? A shot's deflected, and Thierry Henry will pick up the pieces there.
Fouma. Oh, that might be a red. That might be a red.
If it's a free kick, it's a red, you know.
Game.
If it's a free
down
kick
to grounds.
Hold on.
Oh my!
Oh my goodness!
That's a game changer.
A massive turning point in this game. Nicolas down to 10 men.
We've got to see it again. Look at this. Is it necessary?
Does he slide here? You don't slide there,
You
Nicolas.
don't.
That's crazy. I don't slide there on foot, champ.
You let him go.
Yeah, that's wow. That is. For Fouma now, you must be thinking,
you have to win this game.
But that's where it comes, the mental approach in this game, because the pressure now will be all on Fuma's shoulders.
What's he do now, formation-wise, Nico?
Oh, it's so difficult.
Play without a cam?
He plays a 4-4-1-1. Some players take the cam out, some players take the striker out. It depends. And this game, goals galore. Not even a 20th minute. It's 2-2 between Neat and Danny Pitbull, who also played in the
in round
phase.
one.
Yep.
It's a rematch, isn't it? I mean, look. We know this is a rematch between Nicolas and Fouma, and it was a 5-1 win 2 days ago, but it wasn't like this, where Nicolas has got some serious decisions to make now with his coach Fer. He's just gone down to 10 men. I mean, bigger than that, Richard. There's no reason why he doesn't score this free kick.
Yeah,
he should.
You could, nah, seriously though, Rich, why are you...
It feels very uncharacteristic from him to go
honestly,
to ground.
That is crazy. I would never, ever think Nicolas would slide tackle there.
Well, whilst we've got a minute, let's join this one live, just while we're waiting for Nicolas to make those tactical changes. Alongside that, there's some other results going on.
It's got to be a goal,
Here's the free kick from Fouma! Off the woodwork, he somehow survived that free kick, but Nicolas has got 75 minutes, or just over that, with only 10 players on the pitch. I mean, you teased about the formation change that he would have had to make as Levy Finn opens up his
little pass there.
Score here. Where do you think he's patched this issue then, Ryan, as you have a minute just to look over the team?
I believe
it looks like no cam.
Yeah, I think that's still Harry Kane up top, right?
Yeah,
so if it is, then he's taken away the attacking midfielder, which is an option. And the thing is, with Harry Kane, he can sort of opt to play in that
false
role
nine on
as
him?
a false nine, absolutely, because he's got the passing play styles, he's got the attributes. So, I honestly, as I said, I think for Fouma, it's something you dream about, truly.
Just a quick one there. Speaking of Fouma and the French E-League, the players that they beat in Losk Lille, Ilian Bouchik, his teammate Brice didn't make it, but Ilian's 1-0 up there against Bradley in his matchup.
Yes. Pretty remarkable, isn't it, Richard, when you speak about the League One? I know you two were in Paris a few weeks ago commentating on the action. 5-time French League champion is ridiculous consistency.
And 3 of those 4 players who were in that final all made it through.
Yeah, shows the levels.
LJR, Ilian and Fouma.
I think all of the players from the Liga FC Pro as well all went through.
Yeah.
Neat, Resende, Nicolas.
EPL 3.
Yeah. Who am I forgetting? I'm forgetting one more.
Di Fernandez.
Emma Yilmaz. Sorry, how can I forget?
Yeah. The player top of the table.
Yeah, literally.
It was a bit of a weird one, wasn't it?
Neat. Yeah, it was Di Fernandez today.
Emma
I'm so used to him
Yilmaz
playing.
Looked away for a second yesterday.
He's good at these.
Came top of the table. Right, what are we seeing here from...
I think he scores this.
If you... No.
I think he scores.
Come on now.
What, from this far
I'm not
out?
having it.
Oh, he's put too much power on it.
David Beckham.
Too much power.
Not causing any problems there.
Get the ball boy right there.
If you have just joined us, this is the knockout phase of the competition, day 3. 24 players left in the competition right now. In a few hours' time, there'll only be 8 that will be on the plane to Munich to battle out in the final stages.
The one thing that I just think's fascinating now when you look at this game, Fouma needs to just not rush.
Yes.
The chances will come. You're playing against 10 men. You will get opportunities to take the ball here off Ginola or take the ball off Vieira or Hullet because he doesn't have that pass into the cam. As Resende with Lothar Matthäus levels up that tie versus Levy Finn. Could be a chance for Nico, bottom of the pitch, but good tackle from Fouma. The more that Fouma rushes and the longer this game's 0-0,
works against him. But hold
Nicolas is in a great position.
Ooh, Virgil stepping across.
It sounds crazy to say. Well, does it sound crazy? If there was one player that could win with 10 players on the pitch, it would be Nicolas, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I just have to echo on what you said there, Richard. I feel like as the game ticks on, it benefits Nicolas as long as the scoreline remains the same.
Yeah.
Because in Fuma's position, naturally, you're just going to start panicking, even if it's a substitute.
I've got to score.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes a big difference. Ilian Bouchy making it 2-0 against Bradley. Ball into the box there, gets it into the bottom corner. Ilian with a great start in this round.
Yeah, as it stands there, that'll be Ilian Bouchy against Jaden Groden of Brighton of Albion in a match to qualify yourself for the top 8 of the Champions League. People asking for certain matchups as well. Following this round, we will be seeing Anders Vergang take on Young, Leandro Peixoto, Mark Marley, Chris de Boer, Matias Bernardo, an RVP legend against Luco Negro. Remember, 2 wins for these players that are in this round will get you into the Champions League final. Here's a Barbo trying to find the ongoing runner of Ruud Gullit, but defended well there by Nicolas.
Also, I was going to mention it when we were looking at his draft at the start of the day. Nicolas has Van Dijk on the bench.
Yes.
How fortunate that he's got a centre-back at the quality of Van Dijk that he can bring on. If that draft was worse, he could be in real bother here without a top-tier centre-half coming off the bench.
100%. Makes a big difference. And as you say, it's not really a downgrade having someone like Van Dijk that can step in when you need it. I just can't believe that tackle. To slide there, I think, is so
reckless.
Crazy. Yeah. Because you're never getting the ball. That is...
Does it get to the opposite side, though, Ryan, where if you're Fouma, you're in your mind of like, he's only got 10 players on the pitch, I've got to make the most of this.
It's the thing is, it's more so... hold that thought for a second.
Ooh.
Just about gets the ball back. It's more so because the person that is missing on the pitch is an attacking player, not a defense. So Nicolas' defensive structure will be fine in those areas where he has to defend. It's just that he won't be able to press as aggressively.
For Nicolas, I think in this game he's going to be playing on set plays.
Yeah.
A free kick. We've seen him score so many free kicks over the last couple of months. That's why Beckham's on the pitch, mainly. You're looking... maybe a counter-attack.
Yeah. But the thing is, he doesn't have those blistering, pacey players like Beckham, Kane, etc. They don't offer the speed boost the likes of Ibarbo, for example, could offer. I know he's not this one, but them type of players that are quick and fast.
Look at the box now. There's no one in there. He's having to recycle very deep.
Oh.
Harry Kane fakes that original shot time there. Fouma just takes his time, though, as Nicolas wins it back again. By the help of David Beckham and Patrick Vieira. In case you missed it, Nicolas went down to 10 men after just 10 minutes! Then he might only have 10 players on the pitch! But you can't forget who's holding the controller!
It's just the patient play here. Vieira, a little ball on inside, driven past, and it gets it in at the near post.
I don't know if you saw the run from Hullet. He triggered that run sort of into the back post area.
You have to
maybe just create a little bit of confusion in there. I wouldn't be opposed. We saw the draft. He had Javinho starting, but I think he's probably coming off the bench. Kane off. Ginola down the middle, maybe.
Bit of pace.
Fabinho off the left.
It's an option. I think for in this situation anyway, for that's poor. For Fouma now, it's just about, again, not panicking. There is still a long way left in this game.
Well, we asked for you to get involved in the conversation as always. We can see you at home in the Twitch and YouTube streams. I mean, out of the top 8, guys, how many do we expect to go straight through to the finals? What Kiranes is referring to is the likes of Emre Yilmaz, Alian Lyon, Levi David and so forth. Who do you think is a cert to be on their way to Munich?
Do I have to give a name? I'm going to say half of them go through.
I think 6.
I'm going with 4.
And then you know what? I'll even do you. I think the ones who don't.
Yeah.
Dave Fernandez. And Karim is back.
Oh, look at the Trivela there. Ilian Bushi.
Oh.
No. Nah, that's unforgivable stuff there, you know.
That is not the mistake you make, is it, in a knockout game of the eChampions League. 3-0 down for the Belgium FC Pro Partner League champion of Genk Sports. Over to this one. There is more goals going in. It's the Portuguese League representative, Neat. Now to take a little bit of a different route this year to get into the ECL. 3-2 he leads against Danny Pitbull.
Yeah, Danny Pitbull has a mental barrier to overcome as well because he hasn't defeated Neat in a tournament yet. Also lost against him in the league phase, so it's just about overcoming that.
Nicolas, a minute and a half away from getting into half-time.
This could be a chance.
In somehow a really good scenario. You would not have thought this would have been the case after 10 minutes when Fouma should have made more of that free kick. Can he make more of this, though? Yapstam just about gets a toe in the way of that through ball that was heading towards Victor Abarbo. Bradley has got a goal back here. 10 minutes into the second half. We know it was yesterday. It was his result that meant that Tex was eliminated from the eChampions League.
They just gave the ball away for last attack, which is could be a potential issue. Does enough to clear up the danger. I was going to say, quite uncharacteristic.
Just a couple of things.
Twice.
The red card, him missing the free kick. Games, he was using a weakened team. We couldn't explain it. I don't know if he could explain it. He then made some changes, came out and did what he needed to do. This is a huge chance. Kaká with it, on the finesse, finds a top corner. This game's not over yet.
It's a huge moment in the game to get that goal. We were speaking about how important it would be. We'll take a look at it again there. Does a little twist and turning with Rick and gets the ball to Kaká in behind. Finesse shot.
I think Van der Sar actually got a hand on that as it went through.
I mean, it's funny that you speak about Fouma's draft. I know he's not the most desired striker, but Fouma's Mbappe. I mean, where's he? He could do with him at the moment, couldn't he?
Wasn't allowed to select him, obviously, in the E-League. There were a couple of other players that he went for instead. I think it was the team of the season, Dembele, that was the real catalyst for him. In these teams, you're probably looking at Ginola.
But it's just not the pace. It's the
or
pace.
Kaká.
Kaká's fast as well, but it's just not Mbappe fast. And I think maybe that's a little bit of a detriment to Fouma, but
It's been a quiet game, hasn't it? 1-1, 80th minute.
I mean, look across the bottom there, the round of 24. All very different games. Neat. I think his match might be one of the first to finish alongside this one, depending if we need extra time or not for the first time in the competition.
And this is, just to put this into perspective, if you're Levi Finn, this is how annoyed you are. This is the 9th best player from the league phase against the technically worst best qualified player to come through. Resende, 6 points, and it's 1-1 going into the last 10 minutes of the game.
Well, the one thing that Levi Finn has on his side as well, he's undefeated, isn't he, at this moment in time, Ryan? 3 wins, 3 draws across the last 2 days, and he's off the back of 1 win in the virtual Bundesliga, but 2. He was in the final of this competition last year, wasn't he, against Johnny?
Absolutely, and his matchmaking, by the way, Levi Finn's, was ridiculous. Played Alehan, Levi David, LGR Peixoto, Jaden Groden, D. Fernandez, RVP legend. Ridiculous matchmaking. So, yeah, every single game has been tough for him, including this one.
3 draws, though. We're not going to draws this time around. We'll be going to extra time and penalties.
I mean, what you said, Rich, 27 draws, was it?
I think it was about that, yeah, out of the, what, 111 games?
Something like that, maybe. There definitely will be some extra time somewhere here today. Well, this is going to finish first, this game.
He's got a chance.
Is Danny Pitbull about to send us into extra time and to snatch a 4-4? Javinho!
Oh, wow.
Off target!
Neat's got away with one there because that bit of game management, dare I say, even if it is that, was horrendous. Look at the bottom right there. It's flashed green. Wow.
The 10 men of Nicolas, who had a 2-goal cushion, might have come on stop. We'll go to that after this game is concluded. Because Neat
Keep possession.
is about to send himself into a qualification game.
Is there time? You got to go forward.
Against Emre Yilmaz, a previous champion of this competition.
No way.
Got to go
Unless
forward.
Danny Pitbull
It's a sensational ball. Wow.
can snatch a late draw here to send us into extra time. It all has to be perfect, though, from this moment.
Oh, he's got him.
It's a Rick.
Oh, it's a block. Block plus.
Corner.
Wow.
The ref will play the corner. We've overplayed the added time.
Oh.
And that will do us. The previous 2-time La Liga FC Pro champion. Indy has done enough. Danny Pitbull eliminated of Napoli.
It's just been saved by block plus.
That block was insane. He completely, the way he recycled possession there was sensational.
Oh.
He done so well with the time restriction as well. Heading over to this game, last few moments, Bradley on the attack as well.
I mean, this screams of a 5-5 for Bradley, doesn't it?
He's so clutch in these moments.
He was yesterday, wasn't he, against Tex?
He can hit Travella from anywhere as well.
4 minutes of added time. This is only the first taste we're having of Knockout FC.
That's a great step with Marquisio there. Great step.
It's in Ilian Bucci's hands. He's got possession.
It's a long time to keep the
4
ball,
minutes
though.
is rough, I'll be honest. I think the worst place to keep the ball, though, is in your own area and around your defensive line. It's just about, can you progress up the pitch?
Give it to this man and take the space with a barbell. Oh, don't listen to me, Ilian.
Oh no, where's that deflection going to end up? Oh no.
Oh, no.
Kaka. Can he find the car back? Was that the right decision?
Oh.
It gives away a corner with a terrible touch defensively.
Oh, what's that?
What have
What
I
are we
just
doing?
But then everyone's
Oh
making
my
mistakes. Nuno
Wow.
Mendes to send
Game,
Ilian
set,
Bucci
done.
into a game against Jaden Groden. Full-time result there. He might get one more just to solidify the game. 6-4 win.
What are we doing on that corner?
It was just, I'll be honest, calamities all round from both players there. Both players. The fact the way Ilian gave the ball away and then the short corner, and it was an absolute mess. Hold on.
Fouma! With an absolute dagger.
What?
In the back of Nicolas.
Absolutely zero reaction.
Wow. Let's take a look at this properly.
He was 2-0 down.
Oh my goodness.
He might not have killed Mbappe, Richard Buckley, but you mentioned one man that could cause some problems in David Ginola. You might have just grabbed the winner.
Wow. That is...
turnaround.
Well, this has just come out of a pause, a lengthy pause from Nicolas. In case you've missed the context of this game, Nicolas went down to 10 players after just 11 in-game minutes. Fair play to Fouma, though. Oh, hang on a second. Nicolas 3-0!
Wow.
An instant reply from the Argentine. Maybe this one's off to extra time.
Straight from the kickoff. Zambrotta, lovely pass into Danola. Round the corner with the incisive plus, and the Travella from Rivaldo.
Hold on, I just heard the biggest roar. I don't know where.
Up in the competition.
He was almost out. Just about scraped through. I spoke to him before that last round as well, and he was like, yeah, it's done, I'm not making it. I've said, listen, you got to believe, you never know what could happen. And
this would just be Nicolas to go and grab a match winner, wouldn't it?
oh no, little Travella. Ah, he didn't get an angle.
You say that, Brandon, but this game's been very un-Nicolas-like.
I know, but he's still hung in there, hasn't he? With only 10 players on the pitch, and he might have the last chance of the game. How much added time are we going to get?
No, look at the space.
Fouma's panicking.
Oh, it's a poor touch inside. Risky. Ooh, how long is it going to be?
Playing for last attack, isn't it? I think we might get +3. 6 goals, a lot of pauses.
+2.
Wow.
It's 2 minutes of added time. Winner plays Levi David in the next round, the round of 16 of the eChampions League knockout phase.
Oh,
It's
a barbell.
Fouma
Uh-oh.
on to grab a match winner.
Ah, Oh,
he's giving it back though. Last 20 in-game seconds.
No. Oh my God.
Space were there.
It was. That was so aggressive from Nicolas, you know that. The way he stepped was, wow. Wow. You think there may be Rich a tiny bit of his composure, maybe that's a bit harsh, because I feel like it's not a bad thing to try and look for the pass.
The aggressive defending is just so unnatural if you're the attacking player there. Why would my opponent fly at me in the 90+2? Bottom right corner. I told you, he scores free kicks.
He can't.
Rivaldo for
He
Nicolas.
just can't, right, yeah, can you?
He's back in front. That game's in extra time as well.
No, but he's happy to, the way defence as well.
As soon as he sees a Travella or finesse, he's aggressive, he sprints.
Fouma though.
Victor Ababo for Fouma. Just needs to come it across. Virgil van Dijk remaining so composed to get Nicolas out of that spot of bother.
It's just the manual passing again. Nicolas was always in control of what he was doing there. That red card could start to play a factor here as we go late into this game.
Look at the space. There we go.
Well, we've seen what Nicolas's Rivaldo can do. What can Fouma's?
I feel like he wanted a Travella there, but because he took the sprint touch onto it, he didn't really get the animation.
Well, that's the recent news. Another player eliminated from the eChampions League. 3 already gone. Danny Pitbull eliminated. Levy Finn and Bradley of Genk are out. Who is going to be next to fall in the round of 24? As it stands, the 10 men of Nicolas. After being 2-0 up, and then Fouma coming back to make that 2-2. Oh my!
Oh, no,
Rivaldo might be on for a hat-trick.
Good step, good tackle.
A lot of space there for Ricken.
Good defending. See how we switched over there to the right back just to follow the run.
Oh my, what a ball. Rivaldo, all the time in the world for Nicolas. Can he make the most of it though? No.
I don't actually...
What happened there? He just lost pace.
I don't know. I'm not sure if he let go of sprint or not, but Rivaldo didn't take it in a stride.
Quick corner comes in between half of Nicolas's players. Rivaldo does a good job of just taking a few minutes out of the game. Low for Matthias. Then finds David Ginola. There's a finesse that takes a deflection from Fouma's players. He's still got plenty of time in 9 in-game minutes.
That's nice. Yep, Stam has been incredible.
Yeah.
Although we had question marks over him, maybe missing a few important play style pluses. Here's Nicolas again. It's Lucio who's in the way, the player that was actually sent off for Nicolas in the first 11 minutes of this game. He's had to play over 100 minutes with just 10 players on the pitch.
Great defending again. Stam stepping across. The player switch was a very smart choice to try and put Salah under pressure. Last 5 or so minutes in game, Fouma cueing a pause.
And will he get to see the pause is the question, right?
If he does, don't know if he'll have enough time to really make an impact.
Nicolas doesn't need another goal, just needs to take time out of the game, and he'll be on his way to play Levy David for a spot in the final 8. This year's eChampions League, dispossessed again, Fouma. How many more times is he going to get possession? Could this be maybe one of the final chances he will pick up the ball? Can he get it right to set us up maybe for extra spot kicks?
He had the pass. He had it.
He's going to get the subs with an attack.
He had that pass, Rich. I don't think he expected the space to open up a little bit. Driven pass into the box could have been an option.
You've got a great sight as well. You can see on the stage there, Fouma just sat opposite, not Nicolas, but like further to the left, his teammate LJR Peixoto. He don't know what to do. He's playing, and he don't know. He's wanting to watch. He's sort of just lingering around. He's now left off the stage now. That must be awful for him. They were so successful in Paris together at the E-League. Now I might be seeing his teammate and good friend knocked out of the tournament.
Here he is now, Fouma. Ricken finds Kaka. Just out. Maybe snap at that chance a bit too early. Added time of 1 minute. I mean, we joked about it, but if there was one player that with 10 players on the pitch for over 110 minutes has seen a result out, he might not have won his last 2 games in the league phase, but Nicolas does enough to send himself into a round of 16. And it feels like we're seeing a bit of a different Nicolas today.
Now, you know what? That is a masterclass of a performance from Nicolas. Honestly, to play with 10 men that long against somebody with the attacking prowess as Fouma, I haven't seen Nicolas celebrate. Nicolas won a trophy this year and he didn't celebrate as much as that.
Absolutely.
Wow. Round of applause to Nicolas, seriously.
That means to him to get that over the line.